Bhop, and then Mirage as a decider if needed. So finally, it's great to get back in the game to see which of these teams head into Stockholm.
Oh, this is it, man. I mean, all the pressure on both of these teams. They've wanted it for so long, and now that's just so tantalizingly close. And it's this A play first and foremost. B in back box, really the only port of contact, and he's down.
Swung out on, trying to activate here for Bhop, but Team 1 just dismissed them. Start off this round just looking systematic. Team 1, they're even in a push into spawn. They're bringing out Mirage pistol strats to Ancient, and it works. Balls will clean up Eris, and we have yet to even really talk up what Team 1 have brought to the table in these past couple of months. It's been a rocky road for them here in North American Counter-Strike, but they picked up Malbs again, and well, this is a great way to reintegrate him into this roster with an early, just dominant pistol round.
I mean, we talked about previously before we even went live. We felt as though Team 1 should have been a shoo-in to qualify for the RMR to begin with, but they definitely don't seem like the Team 1 of old, still trying to find their former glory, bringing back in Malbs in their roster. It felt like a slam dunk trying to find that fifth. And now they're in pole position. I mean, not necessarily pole position, but, you know, a ripe opportunity to actually close this out and head on over to Stockholm. Force buyout for Bhop as the aforementioned Malbs takes the mid. It's interesting, Team 1 gets to actually start on their T side after getting so many reps against Unjustified. They must be definitely feeling like they've gotten their reps in, and now they can kind of finish things off here in style. Off to a hot start with a pistol round win.
I see I was muted for this portion of it. Yeah. Get back into the swing of things. Let's take it back up towards the middle here for Team 1. And
cute little fake.
Cute little fake. Picking up these kills. Make this anti-eco as clean as possible for the Brazilians.
Trying to get the ball rolling on this T-half as soon as possible. Trying to compare and contrast to their previous game. They did lose their opening T-half pistol over against Unjustified. But already rerouting here bodes some good signs for Team 1. Against arguably a better squad in Bhop.
Yeah, as of late, like Team 1 have been super shaky here in North America. I mean, they've always been, you know, a team of names that have made, you know, ECL finals. They've been to Pro League. They've traveled internationally. A lot of these players. But they've kind of fallen out of favor. They had to play through the relegation tournament for ESL Challenger League. It's not been smooth sailing for this Team 1 team. Even when they add such, I mean, storied players like RK back to this lineup. Malbs is being injected back in, an experienced player in IDK as well. This team has like the pieces. You expect a lot of things out of them, but it just never materializes. It materializes in ways of like an upset too. In the first open qualifier, they fell to a team called Carry Esports. An org whose name is literally a name of the org owner. Long story behind that one.
At the end of the day, if they can get it done, they'll still be happy, right? That's just a step forward for this organization. They've been in the limelight for quite some time. Expectations for this org to perform and have an upward trajectory has been shot. But now is a chance to reclaim that kind of old glory that they had.
Yeah, this is a great start here. Yeah, I mean, we have yet to see any weakness, of course, because Bhop have yet to even purchase up the guns, fight back, and utility to execute strategies. So, okay, they'll clean a kill up. Brett will pick up a headshot. Keep it simple. Maybe hold on to the Galil, keep it for the next. I mean, it's not a bad weapon by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, you don't want to get this economy run over if you're Bhop. Keeping it in check. Galil's a mighty competent weapon, and I believe IDK might get caught out here as well. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Eris
okay.
Good for the double.
That's great.
Gets to run away with an AK. It's fantastic.
That is everything you could have wanted out of the decoing pistols. 3 kills is a great sign.
Swan gets an AWP. That's just about the best kind of eco situation you could ask for Bhop. Out the gates, having that big green and maneuver around the map with his counterpart of Maluki also having one of his own. Having that out early is quite important.
Now, not really putting all their team one. Lots of pressure being IDK running it out, and TRK eats a dink through the woodwork. Same time in game destined for IDK, little spam wars. It's really coming down to this. You can't beat that. Eris punished. And now this B site very, very open and exposed.
Perhaps the expectation there was that Maluk wouldn't have the AWP out that early. But punished on the Eris. A very key, impactful player. And look at how aggressive Malbs is. Yeah.
Oh, buddy. He's just staring at Brett as you creep across middle, looking for the next, and he even finds the double onto the donut player. Malbs MD. I don't even know why he has the MD at the end of his name.
The doctor.
Yeah, that's why he surgically moves them all the way, cuts them out. Bhop and oh, ships in the night, ships in the night, ships in the night, ships in the night. Don't matter though. Swan is long gone here.
Does he even get to save this? Malbs is hot on his tail.
Bye-bye.
Oh, fantastic round from Malbs there. Impact aplenty with that quick double. Wow. Flawless to start out this T-half. You can definitely see that they've got the reps in Fi. The default's looking clean. The rotations being just as swift. Trying to pounce as soon as they can. And as soon as they get the kill back on the lurk on the B side, they immediately rotate back. But it still feels like they're on the same page, Team 1. A huge issue of their previous lineups was that lack of communication. And it already seems like at least that might be washed away.
Gonna gun it into K. Malbs already leading. Still holding up the Galil, which is also just a funny note for a man who's just an absolute headshot machine. In the meantime, getting aggressive. Brett, surprise, but it goes both ways. A quick 2 for 2 as Malbs even inside of the cave, but they got the bomb. They got the bomb from the bottom push here, but Maluk is just going to run through with the P250 and clean up the rest. Beaky with a CZ. One of his only hopes is the element of surprise. And tucking away in the corner, he actually has. Just that for a moment, but spotted out and down to 4 points of health. If he breathes in the smoke from the flame, he'll probably go down.
I mean, look how safe Team 1 are playing. They don't want to face them.
Wait a minute. Hot pursuit of the bomb. And, oh, Maluk, he's out in the open. Oh, God, that was a bomb. Oh, my word. And now, and pulling out the op. Maluk. Oh, he doesn't get around the corner. He gets around the corner in time, rather, and Beaky had the chance. It was just so darn close. You know what? I'll just call it psychological warfare. That was all calculated from Team 1.
I mean, I still think that they're making the right decisions here to completely avoid. They're not even trying to overface and play the 2v1. They don't know how much damage is actually done in that spam from Luke. Well done from Team 1 to just navigate that. Unlucky from Beaky with a couple of missed op shots. But hey, that's not his job at the end of the day.
You know, think about it there. If he didn't pull out the op when initially chasing that first engagement onto Maluk, he probably would have caught him on the second one. On the straightaway, which is just a crazy thought. Team 1 have full access to the A site. Now the riskiest thing in the game, planting the bomb. Maul will be able to do it, and Maluk peeks into Swan. You would think he would be already holding that angle, but no. And now Brett inside the smoke will double dink up TRK and knock this one down to a 3v5. Flashes go out. to escort the play, and nades getting tossed in on towards that bomb. It is out in the open, but you can see IDK, he's the same. Flashed up, and now it's Mobs. 1v5, just hoping, pre-firing everything. And they do have kits for this defuse, so they'll get it in.
Instant A executes are really hard. I mean, the meta is definitely not letting itself to holding on to those bomb sites, especially that early on into the round. Plenty of utility to flush out a lot of these T-holded angles. Smokes off for the choke points. Positioning was perfect there from Bhop with the lack of presence from T1 beyond just main. And a well-converted round from Bhop. They saw the layup and they took it. And now double op setup from Bhop out the gates. They pick up Malouk's op from the grave. They want to kind of lock down this A site with aggressive nature from Beaky here. Pulls back.
Beaky's been spending his time as an offer in previous rosters. He can definitely wield that one. Pulling the thread angle over on towards that A site. Right now, Bhop with full control and ability, even spotting out everything inside of B short. Even then, though, they're not even calling a rotate over to A. And as the smokes roll in, no one's here to really contest. It's only Eris, and what an angle. Taken here by Bhop, but with the smoke in hand, well, it'll be traded. Beaky, however, fires one back. Malouk. And advantage, and creeping and crawling behind this smoke is Brett. Gap over the top of it, and it's about to fade. TRK needs to flash into spawn, and he will. He gets away. IDK a frag as well. And now Pesa boosted up. Brett, no idea. And it's Pesa who's going to walk away with a 3-piece, and Team 1 right back on their feet.
Very similar situation there for Team 1, but they get a little bit more comfortable in those after plants. Not able to utilize the utility that Bhop had held on to was their kind of Achilles heel in that round. Shut down there from Pesa. Beautiful double kill to close. And Team 1 continued their hot streak of T rounds against Unjustified and now against Bhop as well. 6-1. I mean, yeah, couldn't ask for a better start here for the Brazilians.
I like the stance that Team 1 were taking in that post plan as well. They didn't just lean back and let them get crunched on the site. They flashed back into spawn, got themselves some extra space, another foothold, so that even if things went wrong, TRK would be a huge problem in on the backstab, basically, for Bhop. So good space creation there from Team 1. Consistently abusing this A site inside of Bhop. And they're going to have to readjust.
Looks like they're not really impressed with Beaky's anchoring skills, and he is kind of left on an island expected to get one or two kills.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. The success is reaping its rewards.
Yep, and they're smoked out. Dink landed, though. And the frag from Brett. Big time stuff. IDK is going to plant the spam. It's going to land, but Beaky gets traded out anyways. Smoke getting close to fading, though. The timer on this play. Mob will set down the bomb. Spam, is it going to come back in through again? No, this time Pesa takes the fight. He falls, and Brett running through them. Another 3K. And it's up to Malouk. 1v3. Has to move between the angles. And fast, and he finds the opener. Maybe. Up close. In front of the smoke. He can dice up the duels. Up top, though. Silas makes the jump. Gets above all the utility, and we'll find the frag to close. Bhop back in it. But, dude, it is just... These rounds are still brutal for the CT side.
Yeah. Close attempt there from Malouk. Very well done to navigate those individual 1v1s. But at the end of the day, man, Bhop... They're getting their conditioning down very well. It did feel like Beaky was on an island, but the change and the adaptation for Brett to be pulled into Donut as well was the key change that they needed. And hopefully it finally shuts down this A aggression. But look at this. They're leaning A heavy again. How many times are they going to beat down on this A side? It looks like a third time.
They're just going to gun it. And again, no one's home. No one is here for Bhop. Maybe for Bhop's style of play, they're like, no one would ever try to just A-side exit over and over again. We're getting another 5v5 post plant, folks. This time around the Team 1, they don't really have that space to fight out from. Oh, but Pesa picking his time wisely on the work, and he almost lines up a double. But he's buying time. He's wasting time here from the Bhop camp, and that's where Malouk will begin to shred them when they don't have that utility to knock off the AWP. Try to make it 3, but he can't hit the shot. Still, the time's ticking too low, and none of these players have kits, so they can get all the frags they want. They wouldn't have it either way. IDK is going to clean it up. Team 1 again back on their feet in this blow-for-blow game style that's going on right now. Bhop can't afford.
Adaptations on adaptations. I mean, this time around, Pesa, instead of going in with the rest of his squad, decides to mid-lurk, and it's very key into burning the clock down and getting key damage onto the Bhop members. And as soon as that post-plan ensues, with that kind of man advantage, their Team 1 are going to run away with that every day of the week. Very well done there. I mean, the conditioning that are putting on Bhop, it is fantastic if you're a Brazilian fan. The longer this half goes and the more it succeeds, the harder it's going to be for Bhop to truly read what Team 1's going to do in the following round. And they're going to have to bend the knee here. They're going to have to take an eco, and a confirmation to win the half this early on is a fantastic situation for Team 1 on their map pick.
Yeah, considering that, you know, their CT side was shaky at best. Again, unjustified. Like, genuinely, they were close to being eliminated. That game went 16-13. This is a much more reinvigorated. Of course, you know, open qualifiers always get that stigma. You're playing against so many different game styles, so many different teams and players. You can't adapt for all of them. But this is a common opponent here for Team 1. It feels like they understand what Bhop Esports want out of this map, and they've been countering nicely.
Yeah, not even enough time to really figure out how your opponent plays, and yeah, I definitely agree. Having played a regular opponent, it makes this meetup that much more exciting, and you can start to see the little bit of mind games that Maluk is trying to instill upon Bhop, and it's working well. Now they've actually positioned themselves onto the B side instead in this eco round.
Oh, but Eris, nice. Oh, double on the P250. Oh, but he chooses to reload. He needed that ammunition, I suppose, but 6 bullets could have been enough. A little pretty. There's the nade, though. The nade that's going to stop the plant. Goodbye, Pesa. 2v2. Maluk needs to pick up that bomb. Get that planted. At the same time, Team 1 have no idea where Beaky can possibly be. So they'll plant. Beaky taking a conventional approach. Maluk repositions. And he's out of danger. Bhop, I think their chances are gone. Unless Beaky, what a shot! Make it a second no. Maluk will deny, but gun retrieved here for Swan. Oh, but he does not have a hit. Maluk, barrel spotted. Barrel absolutely spotted. Swan can run through and clear, but crosshair placement wasn't quite there. Team 1, 8-2.
Oh, that's expensive, though. Look at the economic damage that it's done to Team 1. They're going to be hurting from that.
Like 8 rounds. I mean, if I'm Team 1, 8 rounds, I don't care. Plus whatever those Twitter people say.
L plus ratio, plus bozo, plus
whatever.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. Plus I'm more famous. Plus Brazil 2 major. You know, all the good stuff. Back out towards middle. Mauled behind the smoke, and Brett claps right back.
I mean, finally a different look from Team 1 in these bottom defaults. Now B leaning, and Silas wants to get aggressive here.
At the same time, oh, Maluk just, oh, but hold your horses. Silas walks out cave and bops to Maluk at the meantime, has ran through the entire B site. He'll get the kill in the swamp, but someone needs to get the bomb. So
and they've lost track of Silas.
Maluk is kind of just fighting on his own mission right now. Everyone's so fragmented in the play. So much so that, oh, Pesa just runs through the smoke, destroys Silas, and now the B-side's completely open. Now things change.
Oh, things just went from bad to worse for Bhop. It felt like they had a chance there to rip another round away from Team 1. But Pesa, what a blinder of a shot to open up the B bomb site completely for them. 2v2 with a bit of utility on Beaky. But this flash from Brett, I think, is going to be that much more important.
Oh, look at that pop flash. What a perfect pop. Stalling out the play further. Beaky Just tapping away. He just met by Molly after Molly after Molly. And then Luke is just going to quick scope him. Drop graffiti on the wall while you can, because he's pretty sure he got this one. And he will with the P250. I'm pretty sure Maluk, he might have as many kills on the P250 than he does on the op. I can't confirm that, but it feels like it. 9-2 right now, believe it or not.
Yeah, never say never in this type of situation. I mean, this round is going to be a tough one, but yeah, never say never for the rest of the map. And after 30 minutes of tech delays, File, we are finally into it. We finally ticked down past this.
Let's go. We're in. Bhop, though, it's only a half by the start this off. They couldn't start this one off with a bang, Pally. Like, they...
No, not at all.
Unacceptable. Hey, maybe that's something. Brett, that's cool and all. Swan. Kind of close on the spam, but far from on the mark, all things said. Eris. Oh, that's a sick headshot. He has like an addiction to reloading though across the way.
No.
Because once with the P250 early on this half, and then next deagle on the cross. They'll make it onto the site here for Team 1, but the man advantage belongs here to Bhop.
And they've lost Cave as well, so this is going to be a really tough site to hold here.
Whoa, boy! And it might go both ways as the team kill actually comes through, and it's Pesadelo on the 1v2. But he can do this. He's been spotted out towards the ramp. Beaky playing games, and Dink landed up, and Beaky's gonna get it with the CZ. Talking about starting, maybe I was wrong about not starting off with the bang. I very much was wrong about not starting off with the bang. Bhop, pick up their third.
Oh, they're reignited. The Bhop boys are reignited. Half by win there. Fantastic 2v2 there from Beaky and Eris. Couldn't ask for a better start. I mean, it felt like it was going to fall apart with that accidental... I don't know if it was an accidental reload, but it was a reload nonetheless. But they still convert. And look at this. The economy for Team 1 is in absolute tatters.
Yeah. A
single Galil solo loss bonus and a double eco territory situation for the Brazilians.
They could make this a 9-6 half. Like, this is... It's all of a sudden went from just blowout to very possible. Well, very possible is still... I'm not going to put it up there just yet, but, you know, competition is what we're here for. And Brett has been bringing the heat all throughout this game, despite Bhop being down in rounds. I think he's been the one shining star for this CT side.
And maybe, just maybe, Bhop can do what Team 1 did to Unjustified. There's a bit of copium here, but...
That's such an odd statement, but I understand what you're saying. Just because I know the context. Lead a good T side and run it back. Or run a bad CT side and run it back on the T side.
Eris. Hello.
Eris on... Silas thought... Eris was... Oh, okay. Silas was watching it. You know what? Never mind. Eris was a worthy sacrifice. I'll get the plant, yes. But this is going to be very difficult as Silas spams him out. It is just Pesadelo in the 1v4. And that's a nice start. But can't follow up on that. Bhop are back in the game. Very much so.
Oh, this is... I mean, I'm excited that we get to kick off this resuming of the BO3 with Bhop coming back like this. It always feels good when you got a little bit more competition out of these guys. And now that bending of the knee, the full eco for Team 1 has to come out. And 10-5 is essentially the best that these guys can do. I say that, look at this, a little bit of a setting, a little force fly here. I gotta take a look at the loss bonus. Yeah, it's not necessarily the prettiest. 1300 on TRK for buying head armor. Not necessarily what you want to see. And he melts to Brett's Molotov, and so that head armor is now in vain.
Oh, and a dunk even comes through as well. This is Bhop turning it back. Silas and Eris, double kill for them, and... Okay, IDK will just, you know, beam what? Beam a second! IDK... What's going on out towards middle? At the same time, Beaky should have that one. And Pesa hit that shot, then... I wouldn't know what to believe. IDK to walk out middle. He should get spotted here. He is spotted here, and Silas should have this locked in. Should have this locked in. Should have this locked in. He does. There we go. Last round of the half.
And look at this. I mean, Pesa and TRK, the ones that kind of doubled into that round, have to suffer just a bit. Extreme lack of utility. He's tossed over a flash from his teammate Malbs. But all in all, you'd wish they'd taken care of their finances a bit better. But, I mean, can't complain. They've still got 5 rifles out on the board, and they're leaning to B. Done with that A shenanigan.
Oh, and they're going to take a boatload of damage for it. It is not going well, friends. A quick 2 for 1, and then Silas and Brett follow up, and TRK just last to go into the meat grinder. It's a 9-6 half. Bhop. Swan gets back into the server, and immediately they win 4 rounds straight. Coincidence? I think absolutely not. But now they have to do this on the T side. And it does get harder here.
This is the real test, right? I mean, fantastic stuff to at least pull this half back and restrain Team 1 from getting double digits. But if we really want to talk comebacks, it's going to be right here. It's down to this T-pistol. Throw the cliches out about how important this one is. Because round 15 is hot in our heels. P250 out for Swan. And quite a bit of utility on Eris and Silas. Double smoke Molotov flash. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Team 1 opting in for the kit on Maluk. A leaning default here for for Bhop, and they want to do what Team 1 had done to them.
I wonder where that smoke's gonna go. It's going into spawn, and Pesa eats a second. IDK needs to be aware. Turns around, and Swan can't convert the kill. Hate to see it, but Flying Glocks will finish the job. 3v4. Malbs out towards middle. Unsure if he's even been spotted or not. It is being watched by Silas, who comes close to hitting the headshot, but not quite. Brett will, though. Brett is on for 3, and he'll finish it with the 3-piece. And, geez, Bhop, Brett in particular, is hauling him through this game.
Oh, we've got a game on our hands here, Fi. This is fantastic to see. Brett putting Bhop on his back. Beautiful triple kill there, swinging around. 90-degree turns all around. Crosshair placement immaculate. And the Glock is singing a 7th onto the board for Bhop. Only missed there, but force out for Team 1 regardless. All Deagles beyond TRK.
Yep. And, well, one Deagle almost finds the kill. Brett is, though, on a rampage. Top of the server right now. Despite being down in rounds. Oops. This corner is no longer as powerful. They're not gonna. Bomb spotted,
That's
taken. Oh, but he didn't get away. He's not ready for the second. And the bomb will be scooped up by Eris, and TRK's window of opportunity has gone and passed.
Yeah, just save this Galil. If you're TRK the 5-7 as well, you can toss over the 5-7, keep the Galil for yourself. You've got head armor. So it should all work out for Team 1 in terms of how the eco is looking in the following round. But Fi, as it stands, it looks like we're heading into a even keel situation in terms of rounds, 9 apiece. Is there legs to this comeback? Is Swan and his reignition with his new location gonna take them over the line?
What a storyline it would be to just have your power go out, relocate, and return back in to go to Stockholm. I wonder where exactly they're playing from as well, which is a funny thought. I wonder if there's like they're like in a LAN center right now, and like they have to tell the owner of the LAN center, hey, we're competing for our careers here. Can you guys keep it down?
I mean, all these guys are really trying to vie for some international spotlight. They've been at it for so long. And Bhop isn't an organization, sure, but getting your names into the big leagues, that's tough to do. And Stockholm would be such a great opportunity for these guys.
Oh, lordy. Is he gonna hard clear behind him? Ah, yeah. Or does he?
Okay.
Mad timing right now as well, because Pesa's hit a timing out towards bottom middle, and that's the bomb, folks. Guns retreat for everyone. And Calamity has just hit the Bhop team. Oh, no.
Really makes you think about that save that TRK brought through. The Galil and one Deagle brought on over. It's just down to Eris and Beaky. Not much map movement to speak of. And they're hounding the bomb team one. Even if they get this kill on the mobs, how are they going to flush out these bomb protectors?
I mean, you have no util. You're literally walking into like 4 or 5 players, and there's a mob thieg in the server. Haven't you forgotten? Team 1 have just picked up the full eco.
Dude, the eco boost that Team 1 gets from this all 5 rifles of their Bhop's corpses just picked on up.
They all have T rifles.
This is insane. I mean, you look at, you take a screenshot of this, you think there's a glitch in the HUD. Oh, what brutal scenes here for Bhop. You'd feel like that was the conversion they were looking for. And now, it's such a lackluster buy. Deagle for Eris, Mac 10 on Brett, but they're just trying to barrel through with an A play to rectify this.
Wait, but Pesa playing a bit too far forward. Beaky, good spray, good burst. They're in. They've taken down the anchor. They'll make their way on through, but Maluk, oh, bold angle to taken. Yeah, it is a bold angle. He falls. 3v4 TRK. Making his way back in, but the bomb is yet to be planted, and they're gonna clean out the lurch here. Mobs, of course it's a headshot. And the bomb, oh, the smokes have faded, so IDK will open up for 2. Whoa. What great sprint control from him. 1v2 here for Swan on the new setup, baby.
Oh, watching just that momentum completely shift. Swan just left and caught between a rock and a hard place, and he's executed by mobs. What a round from Team 1 to just turn things around there immediately. The awareness to catch out the lurk on back middle. And then the execution from IDK. Sublime stuff there from the CT side. And the force buy stopped right within its tracks. Whatever momentum Bhop were able to accumulate from the CT side in the beginning of the T half has just been ripped away. It's down to just one singular flash on the T side.
One flash. One flash. Where's it going? It's going into cave, hoping to maybe blind up an aggressive CT player. It hasn't, and they're all sprinting in through the cave's position. The smoke is well timed, and
grenade.
Well, I want to. How are these Glocks ever able to do anything? They're all trapped inside a cave. Oh boy, the MP9. But he runs out of bullets, so he actually will go down, believe it or not. But I don't think that's the biggest issue. They really went with 4
classic
players. Ah yes, ah yes. The classic. At the same time, there's no world BK wins this.
Oh, but that's a great kill to get, right? An MP9 kill this day and age. That's fantastic. I mean, you get the upgrade. Maybe you just sit around and save. I wouldn't put it past him, but he wants to go for it, do as much damage to Team 1 as possible. But no armor, flashed out. This is going to be tough.
He's actually multiplied the amount of flashes he has. He started this round with 1, now he has 2. Can you believe that Beaky threw 3 flashes that round? That's funny.
Truly a magician.
How does he do it? He must be cheating.
He must be. Admin check PC.
Yeah, how we throw 3 flashes.
That is not normally.
Team 1, 12-8. Back in it. And they're looking to run away with this game. Also, shoutouts to Team 1. They are M4A4 enjoyers.
You don't see that all too often. But Team 1, they're trying to rock the M4s. I mean, respect to it. trying to play this game on hard mode.
We got more bullets in the mag to spam like this. Don't find anything, but you know, it does actually have its value.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, in positions like TRK's playing within caves, it is very vital. Oh, sorry, Malbs rather. But having it in cave, having one as an A anchor, I mean, anchor positions M4 is obviously going to be a huge advantage with those extra bullets to anchor situations down. And now it's Malbs up to bat with 30 bullets in the mag.
Yep, and that's what he's gonna do. Also, a faster fire rate helps. It lets Malbs take down his opponents just a little bit quicker. I mean, Brett's gonna try and make some moves up towards the middle. A good smoke. Oh, not a great smoke. Big gap in it, but somehow no one goes down in that engagement. Still, though, Malbs holding the pixel angle, and he's on for the ace. Even turns back around for Cave. Looking for it right now. A little bit of a spam battle between Eris and Malbs, and that's gonna make it for 4. Malbs and ace to post yourself for the RMR. One more remaining, and it's coming his direction. Running across the site and make that 5 for Malbs. It's all dinks. It's almost all headshots, believe it or not, despite the A4.
Oh, the Guatemalan prodigy. We've been singing his praises for so long, and the community loves this guy. And now he's making a splash here on Team 1. New roster move feels quite good. 22 and 13. 22 rounds deep. Sends Bhop packing to an eco. And we're looking at a closed out CT half here. They're trying to barrel into B.
Oh, look, he's back again, baby! The crops need to be farmed, and he's brought out the Reaper for it. Oh, that's a 1D ledge. So it doesn't matter. Make it 4 kills. 9 kills for Malbs in 2 rounds.
Oh, he's loving life now. What more can you ask of this guy? This is what he's been brought on for. That extreme firepower gap that Team 1 has been just shut up by this beautiful rifling work. 14-8 for Team 1. They're looking to just steamroll Bhop in their opening map pick. They want to take it to Inferno. They're done. They're done with the tech delays. They're done with the shenanigans. They just want that Stockholm spot.
Next map is Inferno. It's an interesting battleground. Something that Bhop is much more comfortable on in Team 1. Well, of course, they got fundamentals on it. They've been a unit for a long time. They've got the playbook, but definitely comfortable.
Spam.
And yeah, this is Malbs just farming ADR. Oh, and he'll have a ripe opportunity to now. He's gonna need to. He's gonna run out of bullets. You're going to run out of bullets, and he's going to go down as a result. Taking too many liberties there, Malbs. And now Pesa has to step up to bat.
Bit too much confidence coursing through the Team 1 veins there. Couldn't necessarily rein that one back. Pole position for Bhop here to close out and confirm a 9th. It's really just Pesa to deal with in the cave. Are they aware of this player? I mean, he's usually the A anchor. Are they aware of this rotation?
Doesn't want to get timing. He really does not want to get timing. Instead, he'll strike true. Wait a minute.
No.
Things get dicey here for Bhop. Planting on the other side of the pillar. Flash goes in, and he finds another. Pesadelo is his turn for a massive multi-kill. And Brett, he just needs to run through. He hasn't. I mean, he's pacing to stick. And Maluk has got it. A 2 versus 5. Team 1 bringing heartbreak to this game.
Oh, what a capitulation there for Bhop. But man, what a rotation there from Pesa. The A anchor sliding on into the B side of the map, and they're completely caught unawares. Maluk with a sublime 2-piece. And we've got match point for Team 1 out of thin air.
They were just so optimistic. They came into that site super optimistic. Cave, not a threat. And very much it was. Even Maluk was there for fast rotation. Team 1 had it stacked up, and IDK, bottom and middle. Thank you, Auto Director. Oh, but Brett blows him up. I mean, he's had a great game. I'll tell you that. But I'm not sure how much it's going to be here for the Bhop side.
They're still leading B, so the pick might not actually come out to their liking. Brett gets another one.
Wait a minute. Okay.
The A sides of the map are looking good.
But the committed B
But,
right here.
Yeah, but Maluk's moving back.
Still, though, they're pushing down the ramp just as they're setting up utility.
Oh, no.
It is set to be a calamity outside of the B doors. Malb's up close and TRK up top.
He's in the shadow.
And here he goes!
Oh.
Malb flies up 3! Not another ace for the guy! It's a 4K for him! And it's over!
Man.
Team 1 obliterate them! And we're going at 2 and